Welcome to another episode of Sippin Whiskey with Jeff. Today I got a new whiskey. It's called Larceny. It's a very small batch Kentucky bourbon. Boom. 92 proof, and we're about to get in it. So, ooh, that smells good. Today, was a hell of a day. My new power washer came in. So I got to spray the hell out of my deck, side of my house, pretty much anything else I could spray. And I don't know if you know how fun it is to spray shit with a power washer, but it's pretty fun. Yeah. That's good stuff. So I finally got my studio all set up. I got all my final pieces in where my camera's all mounted up. And I'm going to do a whole feature on it. I'll do a video specifically for that. But yeah, I'm pretty geeked about it. It's an awesome setup. The one thing I'm not very happy with is I have a 3.5 millimeter aux cable extension. So the microphone extension. I have some noise coming when I have that plugged in. So right now I have my fancy Rode Micro, VidMicro microphone just dangling from the camera right now, which is awesome. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the investment. The only thing I haven't hooked up is my key light. If you notice, I can move my hand in front of the light that I'm using as my key now. But I'm pretty happy with it. It gives a nice warm look to the lighting. So yeah, out there today in the news is the American meat shortage is about to send our grocery bills through the damn roof. So for those of you still keto, I'm sorry. Now, I did look into the plant-based diet. There is a Netflix show all about it, and it's called The Game Changers. It's a really good video. It's all about these high-end athletes that made the change to a plant-based diet, and their lives changed because of it. Like they took the blood of these athletes before, I think they were basketball players, before they started this plant-based diet, and they were just in a controlled room eating burritos. So they went with the first set, and it came out like just cloudy after they did their they spun out all the plasma and everything. It was real cloudy and nasty looking, and then they had them stay there for like 24 hours eating these burritos, bean burritos, which had to have been nice in the room. And they took their blood again, spun it, and it was much clearer. Dramatic difference, and I don't know how much that means. Like, it looks bad. I'm guessing it's bad. It's kind of like when you go and get your oil changed, and the guy hands you, he brings over the dipstick, and he's like, "Look how dirty this is." Yeah, it's in a car, and it's running. It's going to get dirty. So, anyway, they continue on about how they started getting the best results they've ever had. Now, I'll tell you from experience, when I went on the keto diet, it's absolutely the best I've ever felt in my life. Bar none, I could have went out and picked up a car, thrown it across the field, and probably ran a marathon. Like, I just felt amazing. I woke up with energy. I went to bed with energy. I fell asleep, and I slept the entire evening fine. I got the Fitbit metrics to prove it. Breathing was good. The inflammatory response was down. And I lost 70 pounds. And, you know, when you hear that, you're like, well, how in the hell could you ever go off of that diet? How could you ever stop doing that if that made you feel as good as it did? Well, that's a very good question. When you figure out the answer, you can tell me, I just caught my fuck it disease, right? Anyway, they're saying the same thing about the plant-based diet. And what I think is whenever you cut out something from your diet, when you, there's a common thread between them, like between both keto, plant-based, calories in, calories out, whatever. It really is that. Your calories are down overall, so you're gonna shed the weight. I believe my personal body has an intolerance to whatever is in carbs, for the most, not literally the scientific carb, but like when you're talking pastas and bread, and I don't know if it's gluten, I don't know what it is specifically that's causing the issue, but I have a sensitivity in my body over it. I just know it. I know how I feel. I had pasta tonight and immediately was just like, you know, and I'd never felt that way on keto. I'd come home, I'd cook a beautiful steak, have some broccoli, some cheese, glass of red wine. Boom! I was good. So, long story short, American meat shortage is pushing prices to unprecedented heights. Here's how it could affect your grocery bill. So let's take a look. So experts expect prices to skyrocket in the coming weeks as meat processing plants across the U.S. are forced to close due to coronavirus pandemic. Pork and beef prices could increase by near as much as 20% compared to 2019, according to a new report from CoBank, a cooperative bank that is part of the Farm Credit System. Now this is on MSN, so I don't know where they're getting their information overall. Pork and beef production plunged by roughly 35%. So it's going to suck. Like, our steaks are going to cost more. Now, does that mean run out and buy everything you can? I don't know. Like, my freezer's full. I can't buy any more shit. I've already panic bought, right? Like, I got enough toilet paper to last me for 45 years, I guess. So, what you can do, I mean, you can learn how to hunt. If you don't already, I'm starting. I'm going next week. It's turkey season. Hopefully I get a gobbler, right? Get it processed, or process it myself, as Kyle, my writer, would have me do. I've never done it before in my life, but, you know, cut it up, put it in the freezer. It's fishing season coming up here. Cast it out there. Bring it in. Like, start being a little bit more self-sustaining. Don't worry about these people and their plants, you know? Now, that means you got to get out there and actually kill something and gut it and put it in your freezer. You ain't about that, then I don't know. There's Beyond Meat. You can try Beyond Meat. I don't think their prices are going to go up unless they can't plant plants, and then, you know, that's a problem. Then we're all fucked. But, that's got a really smooth taste. A little bit of a bite on the end. It is 92 proof. But very, very smooth. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So, well, I'll show you a couple of things that I got for my deal here, right? So I picked up the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Come on, focus in. There we go. This thing's pretty cool. It does video and photo. It can do wide lens. They call it super wide. It does the action shots. I can strap it to Waylon's head and just have him run around and get some crazy videos. I picked up this really cool case for it. Okay, so you have a mount up here that is removable, and this is aluminum. It's nice and firm. And remove that, mount a mic directly to here, mount a flash, mount a light, whatever you need. Clips right on. You got a spot down here for your extra battery. Mount down here to hook right into, if you got a gimbal or however you want to do with it, your tripod, whatever. What I'm going to use that for is when I go out hunting, I'm going to try and get some action shots, I guess. Plus, just going around and doing, getting some stock video for OSN, Outdoor Sports Nation, and, strapping it to the dog or Waylon, because that's awesome, and just having them go out on the trampoline and jumping around and going crazy. I got this really cool thing here. I wonder if I can... I can't bring it up. It's called a Stream Deck. It's really cool. You can pre-program all these different commands into it for the different streaming softwares. I can load up different websites. I can load in different drops. Like if I'm doing a live broadcast right now. Who's talking to me? Mark. So I can... what was I talking about? Oh, I can make all sorts of commands. I can push a button and all of a sudden my lower third drops up right here, and it's a more professional looking video for everybody. I picked up a bunch of like, this thing came with like 50 different ways if I want to take the GoPro and drop it in some water, right? My buddy Kuba that I work with, he actually took his to Croatia and was doing cliff diving with it, jumping off, and you can get that high 4K, really kick-ass looking slow motion as they jump into the water. So I'm going to experiment with that this summer. Got a couple filters that go along with that, so when you're in the water, it might not look right, These different filters you just attach to it. There's purple, magenta, and orange, and they clear out a lot of the blue light that's coming in, and you get a much more clear photo as you're doing that. Got a ton of different mounts. I can mount this to anything. Strap it right to Waylon's forehead if I want. This thing here, chest mount, that's kind of cool. Wear it right here as I'm going through the woods. This one here, I can mount it to my dash. Put it right in the dash. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the hell this is for. If I go diving, I guess. This is like a flotation device. So you could hook it right on there. Yeah, man. Bunch of cool stuff. I got a clip. I could clip it on, like a banana clip onto whatever. Here's my forehead. Put that one on like a minor light. Go walking through the woods or trying to scare the kids in the middle of the night up at the property. That's going to be good times. I'm looking forward to it. That's more of a fun thing, but it will give me a lot of B-roll camera work. Here's a nice little soft case for when I just want to get out there and run with it. Yeah, so we're going to give it a shot and see what it thinks, and maybe we'll give you some good video. I did a really good video the other night with my buddy Gary, but it turned out to be 3 hours long, and I don't feel like editing that. But I'll tell you, it was really good. Like, we had a lot of really good conversation. Next time, so next week, my video capture card will be in. I'll be able to do the stream directly through Facebook Live, and that's going to be sweet. Now, I did like how the Zoom, when I did a Zoom meeting with my buddy Gary, and it would show me when I talked and him when he talked. It was almost like watching a TV show. It was really good. So maybe I will eventually edit it down, but man, there's a lot of material there to dig through, and we didn't take any breaks. It was more or less we just sat here and talked and bullshitted and drank whiskey. And like I said, I am going to have my buddy AJ on. He's all about it. And, who knows? Maybe I'll give this maybe I'll give that Beyond Meat a try. I'll give you an update on that maybe next time we're doing it, and see if that's something you want to replace your burgers with. But who knows, with meat going belly up, maybe they'll increase their prices too, and we're all screwed. Just spend more money on food. I think I've spent like $5,000 on food the last month. It's ridiculous. You know, you don't want to cook. You're home. Tonight we had Olive Garden, so that's fun. So, quarantine blues, I guess. So, anyway, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick little video. Say hi. Talk about the whiskey. And just touch base. And if you guys have anything you'd like me to talk about, anything, throw it in the comments. If not, I'm just going to keep talking about random bullshit and put it out there because I'm bored and I just spent $1 million on camera equipment. And so this is what you get. All right, guys. Till next time.